What is up, rockers of the Rock Nation? This is your fellow Rocker X, Rockerman X, and we are here tonight, whenever this, or the next day, whenever this will be uploaded. Most likely I'll upload this as soon as I get done recording it. But the point of it is, we are here with my WWE Clash of Champions 2016 pay-per-view results/review. The first Raw exclusive pay-per-view since the brand split. And really, I don't know what to say about this pay-per-view. I really don't. And that's, I mean, obviously I can tell you guys the matches and who won and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm still sick. But I honestly don't know what to say about this pay-per-view. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I already had a feeling this pay-per-view was not going to be that, as I said in my my predictions, or at least I think I said something along the lines that I just felt something about this pay-per-view, and I felt like it was not going to be that good of a pay-per-view. I know I said something like that. If I didn't, well, that's kind of how I felt it was going to be, kind of. I mean, it wasn't, though, by far a bad pay-per-view. Like, it was a fun pay-per-view. But, I'm trying to think how to word this. It was a fun pay-per-view. But, it just felt like any other pay-per-view they could have. Pretty much. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't the best. I guess you can say, like, it wasn't the best, but it by far wasn't bad. But it also just felt like any other pay-per-view. Granted, you could also say that it just felt like a really long episode of Raw without the commercial breaks. Or you could say it felt like an episode of Raw without the commercial breaks. You could say that as well. I'm not going to go that far and say it, even though I already did, but it just really depends on your perspective of it, I guess you could say. I don't know. I really don't know. Again, by far, it was not the worst pay-per-view. Again, it was something. That's all I'm going to say. And it was fun to watch. But overall, there's just nothing to really talk about with it. There's nothing exciting to talk about it. But with the first match tonight, on the kickoff, we had Alicia Fox versus Nia Jax. I don't care. Overall, it was just another Nia Jax squash match, I guess you could say. Nia Jax won. Simple as that. Not much to say. Now, moving on, we have the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Before I go any farther, I did get 5. I am 5 of 8. We're 5 of 8. However you want to put it. I went 5 for 8. That's not terrible. With my predictions, that's not terrible. That's passing. It's not. It'd be 50% if it was out of 10, but it's passing out of 8. But that's like actually 60%, 67% probably. I don't know. The point of it is, yeah. But in the next match, we have the Raw Tag Team Championship match: The New Day versus Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson. And thank you God, the New Day retained. Ultimately, though, I did enjoy this match as an opener. It was a fun match to pick up and watch. And even from the beginning with Gallows and Anderson with the also, I'm sweating to death right now, which I shouldn't be. Too fucking hot. And it's fucking fall. But Gallows and Anderson with that really aggressive opening, I felt like that did help the match. And just throughout the match as well, some stuff went down. I felt like this was a good match, a good opening match. There's really nothing really much to say about it. The ending, on the other hand, I thought was good too, where the referee got distracted and Xavier would use fucking the trombone number 2. I forgot her name. Francesca 2, aka the trombone, and just whacked the side of Anderson? I think it was Anderson. I think it was Anderson. I can't swear to that. Just upside the head with it. Let New Day pick up the win. Why the fuck not? New fucking Day wins. New fucking Day. The New Day retained. Thank God. They're still your Raw Tag Team Champions. Now, moving on to the next match, which was the WWE Cruiserweight Championship match, which I will say this, I find funny that honestly I probably should have put this on as the main event, but they, and I'm always saying that just so they could be lazy and not have to change the ring ropes afterwards, because I didn't notice it until after a while. I was like randomly noticed. I'm like, did they change the ring ropes to purple? Be right before that match, because they were red. Did they really change it to purple just for the Cruiserweight division? So, granted, they might have done it on a Raw. But so, for the Cruiserweights to kind of get their own little flavor when it comes to like the ring decor when they fight, not that bad. I kind of enjoy that it's not that bad. I do kind of enjoy that, but it's kind of stupid they did it just so they had to change it back, and they will have to change it back if they do it again. But overall, I found this match probably one of the more, as I already said, this was definitely, and again, this was like the second one out of the night that I was looking forward to. So, overall, though, I honestly say TJ Perkins did impress me. I kind of like that Scott Pilgrim intro. I don't want to say Scott Pilgrim, but that Scott Pilgrim, that video game entrance, I guess you could say. And then him dabbing on everyone's kind of funny. But like the video game music entrance, I do kind of enjoy that. And I will say TJ Perkins did impress. As much as I wanted Brian Kendrick to win, though. You guys knew I wanted Brian Kendrick to win. But that didn't happen, but I feel like they're going to start a feud, and maybe Brian Kendrick gets the Cruiserweight Championship in the future, hopefully. Yeah, overall, this match was, again, a good match. It was back and forth. There's plenty of spots like TJ Perkins did a hurricane from the top rope out to outside the ring. Well, not to outside the ring, but caused both men to fall on the floor outside. Yeah, that spot. And see, what I like about the Cruiserweights is the high-flying spots. I've always enjoyed the high flyers. And people that could do that stuff more than over most people. So, yeah. But TJ Perkins won, and he's still your Cruiserweight champion. Yeah. Next match of the night, which was one that I wasn't really excited for, but was a pretty damn good match. Could have been match of the night if it wasn't for the fucking ending. Yeah, we got Cesaro versus Sheamus, which, again, as I said, was a pretty damn good match. From beginning to end, literally, both men could have died tonight. Literally. Fucking Cesaro going through the suicide dive through the ropes, landing on his neck. Freaking clothesline over the fucking over the barricade. Looked fucking bad. Looked like a bad spot, but it's so fucking, I don't know, this match though was just a hell of a match. Some spots look sick, but that really added to the enjoyment of the match. I know it's kind of sick to say, but it really did add to enjoyment of the match. Just both men wanting to literally kill each other, or they're willing to kill themselves for the match. That's really what this ended up, and it's kind of fucked up to say, but it's true. And that added to the match enjoyment. Overall, though, this match did end in a no contest because at the end, neither man was able to compete. And if I didn't already say this match it was Cesaro versus Sheamus in their best of 7 series. Again, this match, like I said, so no contest for that match. It's like, but at the same time, though, when it's all said and done, like, do we really need Sheamus versus Cesaro again on Raw or something? Because you're sitting there thinking, right? You're like, Cesaro was the only one, practically the only one alive after the match. Just give Cesaro the best of 7 win, please. And I tweeted that out, but it's kind of true. But also, I was talking to one like I don't want to say friends, but I was talking to someone on Facebook after I said that, and they suggested. And it's just food for thought, because I kind of think it was a good idea. Mainly because, as I already said, Raw's roster is a clusterfuck of a roster, clusterfuck of a show. Since getting the Cruiserweights, really a bad and big clusterfuck initially. What if Cesaro took his title shot, well, when and if Cesaro, it actually comes out that Cesaro won the Best of 7 series, or when and if he wins. What if Cesaro won and he took his title shot over to SmackDown and beat Miz for the Intercontinental title? And pretty much Cesaro stays on SmackDown. And I'm not saying he should go to... Well, I do kind of feel like Cesaro would do better all... And this, just, again, just food for thought. Because I do kind of feel like Cesaro would do better on SmackDown as well. Because, again, the roster is not a fucking clusterfuck. A gigantic clusterfuck is all Raw is. Literally, roster and everything to me. Ever since getting the Cruiserweights, the roster is a clusterfuck. So there's that. And again, as I said, why... I don't know. I already said this in my said this before. Why not give one brand to women, one brand to Cruiserweights, splitting up the women, and just giving Raw the Cruiserweights? I said this before, I'll say it again. Why not just give one brand to Cruiserweights and one brand to women? Then it wouldn't be so much of a clusterfuck on Raw. It really wouldn't. But hey, what are you going to do about it? But yeah. Moving on from that. We had Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho. And ultimately, I thought this was a really enjoyable match. It really was. I mean, both guys are technically technical wrestlers, I guess you could say. And anytime Chris Jericho steps in the ring, you know the match is generally going to be good. Sami Zayn for a new guy, or I don't say new guy, but Sami Zayn, the match is generally going to be good with him as well. And the way these two well, they didn't clash. Like, their styles meshed with each other, and I thought this was a pretty enjoyable match. That's really all I got to say about that. Overall, Chris Jericho won. Hell yeah. Because, you know what? Raw is Jericho. It's not the Kevin Owens show. Oh, hell no. We all know that Raw is Jericho. Fuck, I can't do that. I can't do it because I'm sick. Excuse me. Can't do that because I'm sick, but we all know Raw is Jericho. Not the Kevin Owens show. Raw is Jericho. But anyway, yeah. So Chris Jericho beats Sami Zayn. Simple as that. Let's move on. And with that next match, we had the Raw Women's Championship match, which is Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Bayley, with, of course, Dana Brooks of Charlotte's ringside after she slapped her a couple weeks ago. I'm sorry. I really don't know what to say about this match. I mean, this match could also be contingent for a match of the night. And I'm saying that because it was... I enjoyed this match all the way through from beginning to end, no matter what happened. I mean, I don't say no matter what happens, the ending pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, I'll tell you why in a bit, but, you know, as... I do feel like, you know, as time goes on, and the women's division is getting better. I mean, because, think about it, we got Sasha Banks and Bayley and Charlotte. You guys know my feelings on her. She's a good competitor. I'm not really a fan, but she is a good competitor. Over on SmackDown, you know, we got women like Natalya. Of course, Becky Lynch is your SmackDown Women's Champion. So I do feel like over time, currently the women's division is getting better. But I guess it really just depends on who's in the match and what's going on. You gotta keep in mind, you got the 4 horsewomen, which, if I remember right, was Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley, and Becky. So, obviously, with 3 out of the 4 horsewomen in the match, clearly, this match is going to be a damn good match. And that's what it was, a damn good match. From beginning to end, no matter what happened. Now, overall, with the ending, with Charlotte retaining... Fuck Charlotte retaining. And I'm not saying she doesn't deserve the championship. But I would have been way more happier if hashtag HugLife, aka Bayley, or hashtag LegitBoss, aka Sasha Banks. If either one of those two would have won, Bayley or Sasha Banks, I would have been so much happier. Why? Because here's the thing. I like Bayley. I feel like she'd be a good champion. But also, and that's mainly on my Bayley standpoint, for Sasha Banks, Give her the championship reign she deserves. Maybe they're waiting to one of the big four pay-per-views to do it. Like, maybe it's going to happen in Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, or they're waiting to WrestleMania. I don't fucking know what they're going to do. If they're waiting to win the big four pay-per-views or what. But here's the thing. Sasha Banks won it on Raw, and she lost it, how many weeks later? I want to say anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks later. At SummerSlam, if I remember right. She lost her title. That's about a 2 to 4 week reign. I'm going to say roughly. I don't remember exactly how long her reign was. But give Sasha the reign she deserves. Because I'm sorry. She deserves longer than at max a 4 week reign, and at minimum a 2 week reign, and at max a 4 week reign. I'm gonna say roughly because I'm not exactly for sure. Give her a reign she deserves, motherfuckers. And that's why I would have been so much. I would literally. I would not have been. I would not be this salty if Sasha or Bayley won. But with Charlotte winning, I'm fucking salty as hell over this match. But again, this has contention to be the best match. Well, I don't say best match, but match tonight as well. Again, these are just my opinions on it. Whatever, take it for as real. Now, moving on though, we got the United States Championship match: Rusev versus Roman Reigns. And again, nothing really to talk about this match. It was a solid match from beginning, middle to end. But at the end of this match, after Lana interfered and tried to get disqualification for Rusev, the referee was like, "Fuck that! You're ejected. The match is continuing." So the match continued. We have officially, at the end of the match, every single member of the Shield, starting with Dean Ambrose, then from Dean Ambrose, then Seth Rollins when he won it off John Cena back last year, and now to Roman Reigns. All three members of the Shield has been / is the United States Champion and WWE World Champion at some point. Let that sink in. And I also find it funny too, because someone on Twitter, when I said that, said, I don't think Seth has been the United States Champion. Are people fucking troll? Are people that dumb, or are they just trolls? But no, every single member of the Shield at some point in their career has been United States Champion and WWE World Champion. Take that for what you will. And thank fucking God the belt finally came off for Rusev, because fuck Rusev. Holy shit. I should be saying that, but I'm just happy as hell the belt finally came off for Rusev again. I'm just happy about that. So Roman Reigns won and is officially your United States Champion. Moving on from that, we have your main event, the WWE Universal Championship match. Kevin Owens, your champion, versus the challenger, Seth Rollins. And I thought, oh, sorry about that. My neck is killing me after looking down so long. But overall, I feel like this match was another good match. Not saying it was just a shitty match, but I do feel like this was a good match of the night. Could have been another match of the night. I don't know. I'm just saying what I'm thinking off the top of my head. But overall, this match, again, from beginning to end, wasn't that bad. You know, my favorite parts of this match and of the night was the suck it, the DX. Well, wait, I gotta do it like this just because. There. Whatever, you guys know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do the DX cross chop, or the DX symbol, whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. But overall, for some reason, just because I'm a DX fan, I feel like this was definitely those moments where Owens and Rollins did the DX suck it cross chop taunts. You guys should know what I'm saying if you know wrestling like I do. You know, the DX cross chop, the suck it taunts. Just because I'm a fan of DX, I did kind of, is it the correct term, mark? Is it mark? Is it mark out? Is that the correct term? I don't know. But I did flip out because I was like, fuck yes, the cross chops, yes. And they never get old. D-Generation X coming back. Confirmed. No, I'm kidding. But overall, again, sorry, I spent a little bit too long on that, but again, I enjoyed those moments. But again, this match was a good match, beginning, middle, to end. Up until the end where the referee gets knocked out, Chris Jericho interferes, and I'm just saying, Chris Jericho wearing Kevin Owens' shirt. Somebody's gonna turn on someone. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know, I was making that shitty joke about that. But yeah, overall, again, this was a good match. I enjoyed it. Kevin Owens retained. He's still your Universal Champion at the end of the night. That's really about it for this pay-per-view results session review. Again, wasn't a bad pay-per-view, but also wasn't the best pay-per-view. It wasn't the best pay-per-view they could have possibly had. But at the same time, it wasn't a bad pay-per-view. It was enjoyable, it was fun, whatever. And I also will leave you with these last words. I personally felt like Backlash was better. So with that being said, is SmackDown the better brand? I'm trying to be smart and say a fancy word, but better came to mind. But is SmackDown officially the better brand? Again, I enjoy SmackDown overall. I feel like SmackDown is better than Raw. Again, that's just my personal opinion. I do feel that way. And I do feel like Backlash is better. So, here's the thing. We're just going to have to wait till next month when October hits with No Mercy, aka SmackDown's exclusive pay-per-view, and Hell in a Cell happens. Raw exclusive pay-per-view next month. We're going to have to see if it flips at all during that time. Will No Mercy be better than Hell in a Cell? Who fucking knows? Will SmackDown still be better than Raw at the end after Hell in a Cell? Again, who knows? Will Raw come out on top against SmackDown? Who knows? But again, food for thought there. And until next time, guys, live free and rock.